Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing this BMW in-game Bremen Hulsmeyer Dynamic AWD. This video was requested by one of our subscribers, and we're really glad to do it. So starting off with the front grille, we've got this BMW standard grille. It looks really good, although it's meshed, probably because of copyright. Then you've got these headlights. I think they look super good and go really well with the car. Although I wish they had put more effort into it and sort of made it look 3D. But still goes really well with the car. In my opinion, it still looks really good. For the wheels, as you might notice, these wheels actually don't come with this trim. They're actually, I believe, the top or either the bottom trim wheels. But I chose these wheels because I feel like it goes better along with this car. If you were to get this car like the way it's supposed to be, you'd get the black wheels, kind of sporty look. But in my opinion, I don't think it goes really along with this car because this car has more of a premium vibe. It kind of looks like an executive car, you know, a car that a businessman would go in, or president from a certain nation. I think it looks super good. We've also got this back, which in my opinion, I don't think it really goes well with the car because it kind of looks like an older generation BMW back. Although I'm not really an expert into that, but it still looks really good regardless. This car is super long, and that's actually a problem, and I'll mention it later on in the video. So for this color does not come with the car. I personalized my own color because I actually bought the feature where you can sort of customize your own color. So I did dark blue, and I think it goes really well with the car in my opinion, especially in a premium car like this one. It has a bunch of sort of gray details. You also got this in the back, which makes it look so much better. This car has all of the good combinations. It looks super good. And it's also really expensive too. This car is 120,000, which is not even the top trim. And I'm sure this is not the cheapest option. I mean, the most expensive. But I think this car is a pretty solid choice, and especially for a BMW fan, this is a really good car. You're really gonna like it, especially considering that there aren't SUVs, BMW SUVs. I mean, not SUV sedans out there. Like, I feel like this is one of the few sedans that are actually really good looking from BMW and Rensselaer County. So here on the road, this car is actually pretty interesting because, first of all, you might notice that it's really loud, but whenever you compare it to its sort of competition, I mean, I say sort of competition because later on I'll mention how a bit hard it is to compare this car with other cars because it's kind of unique. But this car is a bit noisy. I don't really like it. I feel like premium cars should be more on the quieter side. Although if you like loud cars, this is the way to go. Something that's also worth mentioning is that this car has a lot of horsepower. Like, I don't really remember the numbers, but I remember doing raw switch with it while I was testing it, and I would constantly go over the speed limit, which was pretty annoying in my opinion. But I mean, it's a car that won't disappoint you whenever it comes to speed. As you can see here, I'm merging into the highway, and I'm easily going over the speed limit because, again, this car has a lot of horsepower, which is something that you should watch out for. Now, for the consumption, I did 22 miles, and I still have 64% of the tank left, the fuel tank. So that means that this car does 4.37 mpg. Now, doing a 0 to 60 here, you'll see that it's actually pretty fast. Again, like I said, see, really good. it's a car that, again, if you're really into sportiveness, or you want a car that will do what you want, this won't disappoint you. But again, remember when I mentioned that this car is a little long and it's kind of a problem? I'll show you right now what I meant. So you can see here that the car doing a U-turn takes almost through, or half of the third lane. I need 3 lanes to do a proper U-turn in this car, and this was pretty annoying whenever I was testing this, because whenever I test cars, I normally do it doing raw Swift, and I would need to do U-turns quite a few times, and it was super annoying because this car simply wouldn't turn. So the maneuverability wise, it's not that good. So guys, this is the Bremen Hulsmeyer Dynamic AWD. This car is not bad, not a bad choice. um I'd say it's kind of worth it, when you consider its downsides and the price. It really uh gets off of that stage where you feel like, oh, this car is so great, I really like it. um Now, whenever I said that this car is a bit unfair to compare to others with, uh, it's actually a bit hard, because when the cars that I used to compare with is the Cadillac Blackwing, which, to be fair, it's not like in the same sector. It's also way cheaper, but again, it also has that kind of it's also got that sort of premium feel. Being much cheaper. Then you've also got the Mercedes, which is also smaller, and it's also cheaper. But depending on the trim, it could actually get way more expensive than this. Um, and again, this car has a lot of horsepower, and I'd say it's pretty worth it. So my verdict on this car, I'd say that it's pretty easily an 8.5. Like good sides are that this car is super fast, it's really good looking, it's premium, it's got good MPG, pretty decent MPG. Now the downsides are that, well, it's super expensive at 120K. That's something that most Rensselaer County players will probably not get to if they're not motivated enough. It really takes a long time to get to that 120K, even if you're going to it, even if you've got a high level in a job like Raw Swift. And it's also not that maneuverable, and it's kind of loud. Um, but overall, pretty decent car. If you've got the money, pretty good car. All right, guys, this is the end. Bye bye.